Hi, I'm Jack Stepbacher.
I'm Kylie Wood.
And I'm Callista Zemer, and we are HerRide. What is HerRide? HerRide is a rideshare app that is designed for only female drivers and riders to provide the feeling of comfort and safety to traveling women. Sarah is a 19-year-old who attends college in Madison, Wisconsin, and needs to get from point A to point B and needs to use a rideshare app. But the last time Sarah used a rideshare app, the male driver was asking her uncomfortable questions and flirting with her. So what's Sarah's solution? She can use HerRide.
This is what our website will look like. On our homepage, we'll have a brief description of what HerRide is and what our mission is. We also have a button that if you were to click it, it will lead you to a Google Doc that it allows you to sign up as an early adopter. And we have another button that if you were to click it, it will lead you to our About Us page. And on our About Us page, we have a more in-depth description of what HerRide is and what our mission is, as well as our pictures and our main position in creating our app. And finally, on our Contact Us page, we have our usernames for Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, as well as our email that we encourage people to use to contact us about any questions.
Starting out, our main competitors will be Uber and Lyft. Though our missions are similar, HerRide will preserve because we are focused a lot more on our riders' and drivers' wants and needs, and will try to do whatever we can to make them feel as most comfortable. Another competitor is the app Safer. Safer is an app that is based out of Boston, Massachusetts, and has a mission that is similar to our own. Our app differs from theirs because they are based in Boston, and ours will be based in Madison. They allow both male and female drivers, and HerRide will stick to only women.
So for our market size, our total addressable market, or our TAM, will be 24 million women ages 15 to 30, and our potential market rate will be $29 billion. Our SAM, or our serviceable available market, will be 17,231 women in our targeted age range and targeted area of Madison, and our potential market value will be 20 million. And for our SAM, or our serviceable attainable market, we have a goal of reaching 5,000 customers in our first year, and that will accumulate $588,000 made in year one. For marketing, we have created a Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube that will allow us to reach more people and teach them about HerRide and what our mission is. We have created our Instagram since our age range is 15 to 30. Many women that age happen to be on Instagram. But in order to stick with the older part of our age range, we have created a Facebook to expand. And for our YouTube, we will create demo videos that will show what HerRide is and what the process will be like riding with HerRide.
For our MVP test, we are building and using our website to gain and further advance our research for our cause and to collect early adopters for our app, as well as interested drivers to help us start our business. The MVP marketing tactic we'll be using to promote our product is a prototype of what our app will work, how it will work, and what it will look like when using our service. The other marketing tactic we are using is a smoke test where we created our social media accounts to help advertise our product and gain early adopters for our business. How will our funds be used? We are asking you today for $100 to help us start out our business. Our funds will be used to purchase our domain, which will be herride.org, and then we will use our remaining funds to start paying our drivers and buy advertisement to draw attention to our app. We will also use the funds to start a rough design of our app that we will begin to use. Thank you for your time. Do you have any questions?
Thank you. I have a question. You mentioned Madison as an example. What is your real city market? I mean, is it Fond du Lac, North Fond du Lac? I mean, what's your range of city? Where do you see this launching?
Since we live in a smaller town, while we were taking our surveys, people from Fond du Lac have never used a rideshare app, and we figured that Madison, there's a lot of college kids who can't drive around there, so a rideshare app would be perfect.
Okay, so the size, like the size of Madison is what you're looking
Yeah.
at?
So with Madison being like your initial target area, I think you picked what, 15 to 30-year-olds as your demographic?
Yes.
Can you explain why you picked that? Is it just primarily the college age that you're going to try to serve, or are you going to be open more to somebody even over 30?
So for that, we decided to do 15 to 30 since we wanted to target mainly single younger women that
Okay.
didn't have rides themselves. So we
Okay.
thought that those women fit in our 15 to 30 age range.
Okay, thank you.
How big was your sample size that you did for your surveys to establish that this was a real need?
We did a 30 people survey.
Was that just locally here?
Yes.
So I know a lot of people don't use like an Uber around here. So what type of feedback did you actually get since they don't use that type of service?
So what most people said is that they've never used one, but if they were to use one, that they would feel so much more comfortable with a female driver.
Okay. And you only surveyed females?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you would continue to go farther, how would you get that input from your larger market where you're targeting? How would you go about getting that?
So for that, we would try to, after you would sign up for a ride and go through the process, we would ask you at the end of if you would like to fill out a survey for how your ride was, and then they can like explain to us if they felt comfortable, how they felt the ride went, so then we can keep getting that feedback.
So how would you solicit those, how are you gonna solicit those people in Madison? How are you gonna, what's your vision for getting it out there?
Well, we could use with our funds, we could also do flyers, so we can hand them out to people personally or hang them around, or just by using our social medias as people share it around so it gets to everyone all over.
Any other questions?
How are you guys going to find the drivers that you use and utilize like background checks and things?
Well, when they sign up, we'll have to obviously do background checks and everything and keep tabs to make sure everything's okay and check it out and everything. But we haven't really discussed a path that we're going to take to do any of that yet.
All good?
I think so.
All right.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Thank you.
Good job.